Again, welcome to this press conference. I'm not going to speak too much now because I want to give the opportunity to our guests, who are our colleagues, to present their views and to answer your questions. What we're talking about is a sector, the cargo sector, which represents an enormous value in terms of money and in terms of convenience to people. Because if you are in a position to eat in the morning some papaya, it has to come from somewhere and it has to be transported by air. And if your wives are wearing some diamonds, they are coming also by air. Now we are collaborating very closely with these two organizations in terms of security, but also facilitation. And finally, we are looking also to common initiatives in terms of economics. So let me now give the floor to my colleague from the World Customs Organization and allow him to say a few words, and then we will maybe come to Olivier and try to explain to you our common initiatives in this very important field. Please.
Well, thank you, Raymond. Nowadays, all cargo and all trade is operating in the long trade supply chain from the origin to the destination. And in that trade supply chain, there are so many actors, business and regulatory agencies. And how to ensure that the smooth facilitation of goods is what we see as the priority. And enhancing the connectivity at the borders, especially from customs point of view, that is what we are doing. And for that reason, it is very important to identify very small percentage of high-risk cargo, whereas for the rest, we have to facilitate. And in that way, facilitation and security, they are two sides of the same coin. And I'm very happy that we started work together with ICAO, and especially last year in July in Singapore, we had ICAO WCO joint conference, and both the secretaries general were there, and we said that we should launch something more visible. And this is why we were able to now to finalize and launch a common brochure on air cargo security that I presume that you are going to present. This is about moving cargo, air cargo. So this is a launching session as well. And also we are not necessarily limited to security area, but safety as well, because customs function is firstly ensure security and facilitation of the trade supply chain. This is about economic competitiveness, because facilitation is, of course, but also security is part of economic competitiveness. And also, we are doing the protection of society at the borders from hazardous and dangerous goods, which we should work together. And also, we should bring customs and civil aviation together. And this is why it is important that I'm here today, and Benjamin has participated in our annual council session 2 years ago to show that, along the supply chain, both customs and civil aviation and other regulatory agencies should work together. And so I'm very pleased that next year in April, we'll again organize a joint conference in Bahrain. It's the follow-up of Singapore. And in that manner, we can show our determination to work together for the security, safety, and facilitation. And of course, I'm pleased that business is also joining us. And because business is our security and facilitation partner. And with that, I would like to pass the floor to one of our business partners, Mr. Evans from Tiaka.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your interest in cargo, and I especially wish to thank our hosts, ICAO, for giving this platform today in the cargo business. We have indeed been an important component of the many, many years and contributing with over one-third of the value of goods traded which are transported by air. But we haven't used our voice effectively in the past. And in order to do that, we have established a very close collaboration within the industry. We created the Global Air Cargo Advisory Group, in which the different stakeholder communities of the air cargo industry are working together and setting priorities for the improvement of our services, for the increased reliability of the promise that we make to our customers. But it is not enough to discuss these issues within the industry. And in that sense, I'm very delighted that today we are able to show you what we have been working very hard to achieve, which is a collaboration with the regulators also. The regulators need industry to implement and comply with the regulations that they're developing. Industry needs to understand what regulators require and to explain the challenges that they face in order to develop common solutions that suit both parties. And we have started also a collaboration with the World Customs Organization. We will be following this up not only with the participation of TIACA in the joint conference of ICAO and WCO in the spring of next year, but we have invited both the gentlemen to my right to the next big air cargo industry event, which is the Air Cargo Forum in Korea in October of next year, where we hope to have a strong representation of the shipper community as well as the regulators, the shipper community being the end users of our services and the regulators being those who create the pipelines that we use as an industry. And we will be focusing on 4 key areas of collaboration, being security, market access, safety, and the environment. And I'm glad to say that in the last 2 days we have developed a very ambitious program of collaboration, very concrete and very specific. Thank you very much for this opportunity to address this audience.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. As you've heard this morning, during the opening speech of the President, and now coming from the Secretary General and the Secretary General of the World Customs Organization, connectivity, sustainability of aviation is important. And this is why, through our technical involvement, both for economic development, sustainability, connectivity, including security and safety issues, and in particular air transport, we are happy to be able to facilitate the objective of all of us is to have the best contribution of aviation in trade, in economic development, and of course, on the other side, of travel and tourism. So this is an important part of our job. Cargo was silent, is still silent, and today we are able to talk maybe a little more with you. Thank you.
Could one of you weigh in on how you think bilateral deals such as beyond the border Canada and the United States fit into your thing? Sure. I'm asking, how do you think bilateral deals such as the beyond the border deal between Canada and the United States for air cargo fit into your plan?
Thank you. Beyond the border between United States and Canada, that is what you're asking for. And we view it as, one best practice for the entire customs community. Therefore, I appreciate that initiative, and because this is not only security, but beyond the borders, how to ensure connectivity and facilitate the movement of goods is the aim. So we invite both the United States and Canada to come to WCO to disseminate and share the information, which would inspire other members of WCO and not only customs, but also other regulatory agencies and business to work together for the common goal. So from our point of view, it is a positive exercise, and we encourage that kind of bilateral solutions, because in the WCO, we often take that kind of bilateral initiatives into our instrument and develop best practices and shared by other members, 179 members of World Customs Organization.
let me just thank all of you for having come here. I can assure you that at regular interval through Mr. Philbin, you will be appraised of the developments on the issues which are of interest to you. Be patient, it cannot happen within 24 hours, but we will be transparent in terms of the progression of our work. So again, thank you very much.